Hello, Shawn here. I'm going to make a pot of coffee today with my new Cuisinart PurePrecision Pour-Over model CPO-850 pour-over coffee maker. We're going to follow the rules, follow the instructions. We're going to use the recommended 1 liter of water to 55 grams or 9 scoops of coffee and see how that comes out. Let's try it, shall we? Now, the coffee maker comes with an option of using number 4 cones, paper cones, or their laser etched stainless steel. This is their own take on the traditional gold tone filter, but the holes are somewhat larger, so you're going to get a little bit more sediment with this. So if you don't like a lot of sediment, you can either use the paper cone filters, or you can grind your coffee more like a coarser ground, say a French press ground. But I'm going to go with something in between a drip and a French press ground. Get a little bit of sediment in there. All right, let's grind the coffee. You're going to need a good grinder because you're going to want to use freshly ground coffee, of course. That's the way you're going to get good tasting coffee. Good water, good beans, freshly ground. If it's not that important to you, your taste, then you're probably not going to buy this machine. There are much cheaper models that will make a perfectly serviceable cup of coffee. But if you're really particular about your coffee, you're going to want to do it right, and you're going to want this machine. All right, let's try 55 grams of coffee, or 9 scoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's pretty close. That's 57 grams. That's about right. 55 grams. Now let's grind it up and make some coffee. Excellent. I'm going to measure this one more time. A little more. There we go. That should be right around what we want. 55 grams of fresh ground coffee. Use a nice single origin Ethiopian Yirgacheffe. Not because it's the best coffee, but because I like saying Yirgacheffe. Ethiopian Yirgacheffe, single origin. Nice. let's put 1 liter of water in our CPO-850 PurePrecision Pour-Over by Cuisinart. You'll notice the thermal carafe pours very well. Very impressed with this model. It's designed so that we don't have to remove the lid while pouring or brewing. It seals itself to keep the coffee warm. Ah, perfect. Press the start button. And we're brewing. Now, first thing you'll notice when you start this machine is that it heats the water up to the precise temperature, and then it simply wets the grounds and waits for the grounds to bloom, for them to sort of swell up. Then it waits. And once the coffee's right where we want it, the water starts to pour very evenly over the broad dispersion shower head that Cuisinart has carefully designed to mimic the pour-over technique. It's blooming. It's blooming. Grounds are swelling. The coffee is heating somewhere between 196 and 204 degrees Fahrenheit. The water temperature can be adjusted, but we recommend using the default settings of hot and medium strength, as opposed to mild or strong brew and extra hot water. These settings are all available. You can play with them and see what you like best. I think you're going to find it difficult to make a bad pot of coffee here, assuming, of course, that you're using good water and you're using good beans. The temperature and the time, Cuisinart has taken care of that for you. I can hear it brewing. The smell of fresh brewed coffee. It permeates the air. Makes the whole house smell just so welcoming. Let's wait just a little longer, shall we? The coffee's almost ready. A handy kitchen scale is a good thing. We're getting close. Oh, it's still brewing. Just full of surprises today, aren't we? Just when you think your coffee is done, the water pours through again. Just like when you make a pour-over by hand. I love that smell. It's one of the wonderful things about morning, the smell of coffee filling the house. That's another nice thing about this machine. It's programmable. You can set it to have your coffee start brewing right when you wake up in the morning. It's got a 24-hour clock. It's programmable. Of course, if you really want to be hands-on, you'll get up early in the morning and you'll grind the beans fresh and you'll make the coffee. But before bed, you can always grind the beans now and pour the water in and set it to brew in the morning. I won't tell anybody. No one will judge you. It's perfectly all right. In fact, if you were that hands-on, you wouldn't have a machine now, would you? I see we're near the end of our brewing cycle. This is exciting. Do I drink it black? Do I add sugar? Some half and half, perhaps. What to do? Let's see how it tastes. Perhaps the unadulterated coffee itself will be its own reward without embellishment. One of the nice things about this, as with many coffee makers, there's a brew stop function. If I pull this out before it's done brewing, it'll quickly plug itself so that you don't spill coffee all over the place. A little bit will get out, but not enough to be a real concern. It sounds like it's about done. I'm waiting for that beep. Listen for the beep. You hear the beep? Let's try this, shall we? That's good coffee. Until next time.